Good day, ladies and gents. My name is Michelle Dawson, the President of the Commonwealth Union, Hotel Service and Allied Workers Union. This is a sad day of the workers at the Grand Lucayan, Bahamas. It is a disappointing time for the people of Grand Bahama. The Minister of Labor refused to facilitate a strike poll called by the Commonwealth Union of Hotel Services and Allied Workers Union. The only option open to the union to cause management to come to their senses and change their direction in which they are headed. Untold damages have been inflicted to the terminated workers, while the workers were and who are left in needless, not to know where the directions to go to, and whereby we are now seeking for the hands off for us with our here union members to go ahead and to ask for help of the public to help us out, because as you can see, today was a day whereby the minister refused to let the workers of the Grand Lucayan go and strike to ask for assistance. And today really a fluctuate whereby management of the union could tell the leader of the union, ladies and gentlemen, that what I expected to happen, which was yesterday, that I was not expected, written by the general manager, was correct. He understood, and he had the power to tell me I was not going to get the strike poll vote. So therefore, the members and the workers of the Grand Lucayan have to understand this is a serious thing in our country of the day, that therefore the managers of the Grand Lucayan has more say than the workers. And whereas the government in this whole atmosphere, there was no member of parliament that came to the workers in Grand Lucayan to assist and to cry and understand what was going on. They have breached the contract. Senior Hartman Longley ruled in our favor the terms and conditions of the workers, and they still do not honor the senior judge Hartman Longley ruling. And now we are here today, still had a dispute filed, and therefore the management is saying that they are going to still go ahead and proceed to outsourcing. Outsourcing is actually suitable in the Bahamas, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. You are degrading the workers in this atmosphere. For us to be standing here to agree to something like that, we have to be insane. You cannot bring a worker to a lower standard of pay. There's no benefits, there's no status whatsoever. How could you tell a worker today that it's okay to go as a permanent worker in the Grand Lucayan security officer making $375 to get $200, and this is what the government is saying, that they are transferred to this same company? This is not an application. You have to reply all over again. Slavery has been abolished in 1806. We are not going back to the slavery days. I cry shame on the government of the Bahamas. We came here too far. Our forefathers, Sir Randall Fox, Sir Lyndon Pindling, they're turning over their grave. I had enough of seeing what I'm seeing today. Labor Department did not even come to let the people voice their opinion. They are here to follow our orders. We instructed the minister to call a poll, and the minister did refuse to. The minister didn't have the decency to even contact the union. We called Pakistan 9:20 today, and he told us such foolishness, which we're not going to even accept. But now we're going to stand together as a unit and show the government of the Bahamas, like once I say, money cannot buy land. The people put you in here. Since you don't listen to the people will show you what they're all about. It's a unit. Because therefore unity is not there, the strength is not there, where we come back, where we come from, slavery. Slavery is something whereby we cannot maintain, ladies and gentlemen. Today for you, tomorrow for me. Yes. Housekeeping will be next. Food and beverage will be next. Because what the GM told me, it's scary. And what the government accepted. You can outsource. NASA will be next. They only want to start from the Grand Bahama first. And once they spread, God knows it, the other hotels will spread also with this outsourcing. It's not about getting jobs, it's about saving jobs, empowering Bahamian people like ourselves and our children, children. Enough is enough. If you believe in Bahamians, show some kind of belief by standing up for the Grand Bahama and the Grand Lucayan workers who got terminated today, and who knows what's going to happen tomorrow or tonight, because the people in the Grand Lucayan, the management team, they are heartless. They are telling the workers in security department to take this package. Are you in the union? They say yes, but take this package. The package is not the standard of the act. What is owed to the worker? How can you give a worker who's been there for 8 years, give them $5,000? That is wrong. And I am a woman, I am a single mother, and I am tired to see what is going on in our country. The outsourcing is not right. The government apparently, it's clearly showed that they gave the company, the minister of labor, the right for the company to go ahead. But we are going to stand out strong. We're going to win this battle for God, because only God right now is our Savior.
My name is Reverend Michael Pindling. I am the advisor to the Commonwealth Union, and I just want to endorse what the President said. It is a sad day for all the workers at Grand Lucayan, because they are all on nails and pins due to what is taking place. There seems to be no relief for the people. There seems to be no one coming to their aid or assistance. And when the Department of Labor turn their back on the union, where else do the union have to go? Who we have to turn to? We have 5 members of parliament for Grand Bahama. Apparently these people are not represented by any of them, because not one have called or said, what is the situation? Let me see what you are talking about. Because there's always 2 sides to the story, but they're talking to management. The minister is talking to the general manager, and then the general manager indirectly is talking to the president and telling her, don't expect anything tomorrow. Don't expect a poll. Well, he didn't say poll. He said, don't expect what you are expecting to happen tomorrow. So to understand that, to read in between that, he was telling her there will be no poll. But we don't know that until this morning. When we got there, no one there. The president called, and the director said, I don't have anyone to send. Couldn't he call yesterday? Couldn't he have advised us that there will be no poll? But no, he rather advised the hotel, so the hotel was prepared that there will be no poll. And there is no assistance that we can get. But we want to thank the press, because the press always come when we call. And without the press, the people would not know what is happening. Because the government is not taking the time to investigate and to find out what is going on. But I want to make an appeal, because there are 364 workers at Grand Lucayan, the line workers, who are upset. There are about 30 who are distraught. And there may be some people, some of our pastors who are there, who are trained in crisis counseling, to call and to assist us in giving these people some counseling. Because I tell you, the mood here in this office yesterday was a sad one indeed. People are crying, they're coming and they're showing us that they went and pick up their pockets for $1,600. $1,600 after 2 years. They're being evicted from their place. They give all the money to the landlord. In a month's time, they will be homeless, because they're out of job and nothing to do. We met at the Department of Labor today to conciliate the matter, and we told them if they hire these people back, give them their job back, then we can talk and go through the process. If you show you the collective bargaining agreement, section 22, 23, 24, and 25, clearly spells out how the company ought to behave if they want to lay off or terminate or make redundant. They choose not to follow that. At the Labor Department today, the legal counsel for the hotel said that what the judge ruled is in court. They're contesting it. The senior justice ruled that they must follow the collective bargaining agreement, which is in place. But they say no, they're not going to follow that. They're going to appeal what the judge has said. And so they're not prepared to do anything to assist us. The only person we got calls from was the union, all the unions. We thank John Pindling, Mr. Wood, the Secretary General from the Catering Workers Union. The person that we contested, that we opposed, that we took this union from, he called to say he's supporting us because he knew what is going on. Leo Douglas called to say they want to help us. Pastor Victor called to say they want to help. But where are members of parliament? Where are they, the people that we rely on? Certainly we can't go to the minister no more. So the option open to us now is to speak with our legal team. Mr. Ferguson was in court, so we haven't been able to reach him as yet to find out what our next move is. Where do we go? So the Department of Labor refused to facilitate a poll, a strike poll for the workers. I didn't know he had that power to refuse that. But he refused. Refused to facilitate that strike poll. And so we don't have no one to go to. And what he's saying to the people, you have jobs. You can go and apply to this company that they give you this background information on. But they're working, making $375, and the Simmons started them off at $200. Tell me, I'm going to go from 300 to 200. And so I am just appealing to our pastors, if you are trained in crisis counseling, to call us so that you can offer some service, some volunteer service, because the union is not in a position to pay for these people to get a service, but we need them to get it. The hotel is holding back on implementing the agreement, so the employee aid funds is being withheld. So we don't have the funds to assist these employees. But it's a sad day. It's a crisis time. And it's not just here at our Grand Lucayan, but it's all over. And as the President indicated, they're starting here. Where they're going to end, we don't know. Who we're going to go to for help, we don't know. But we have to tell our people to be calm, be patient, because the court process takes a while. It takes time. But it was very sad to know that the Department of Labor refused to facilitate that poll. You go to the Grand Lucayan, they were all there. I think Zenes was there. You saw the people there ready, coming in. But we couldn't proceed because the minister didn't send anyone there. We can't go with that. The poll was being null and void if we had to bring the people off the hotel. And they were watching. Who's going to leave their post? They got no permission to leave. They couldn't leave the workplace. And we told them not to because we decided we're going to do things according to law. We're not going to pull those people off the work to abandon their job without a legal cause. And so we're asking them, the entire people at the Grand Lucayan, to be patient. There is options that we have, and that is through the court. And we will seek that option. And we will take the minister to court if need be, to make him, to force him to have a poll. He is bound by the law to supervise the poll. And he said he's not going to do it. Well, he didn't say it, but he showed us. No regard, no respect. The president called the director, what is happening? Oh, I ain't got nobody to say. That's the way you communicate? That's the way our government is treating us? There are some serious things happening in our country, and it is sad. So I just want to again, for the third time, appeal to those compassionate pastors who, when they offer their service free of charge. I know it's very costly to get counseling today, but these workers only got a couple of dollars. Some of them, half of them, didn't take the package, and so they need some help. And if we had the funds or the means, we would pay for them, but we don't have it. And so we need some help. But again, we thank the press. Every time we call you, you didn't say, well, I got something else to do, I can't make it. I hope the government don't stifle the press, because Zenes is here. Every time we call, Venice is here. So I just hope, because if you don't see them back, then we know government stop them. Because the minister got a power to stop the poll, the minister got a power to stop ZNS. But we will continue to fight. We thank you, ZNS. We thank you, Freeport News. We thank you, Tribune. We thank you very much.
Yes.
We do appreciate it. Tribune, who else?
BIS.
Yeah.
Oh, BIS. Thank you very much. We really do thank you. We appreciate it. I think the Vice President, who's been there in the trenches, can share some feeling as to what is going on at that hotel and the mood of the people.
Kareem Hollingsworth, First Vice President. It's indeed a sad day. It's a sad day as Bahamians and as workers. You know, it's always hard to lose a job. It's not simply because of the money, because even in speaking to some of the workers, you would want to find out why are they crying and why is it such an emotional event. But when you look at a job, people have been on a job for 10 years, 13 years, 9 years, it becomes a family. You build a bond. And the reason why the union plays a big role in the laying off and the dismissal of staff when it comes to outsourcing is so that it can be done fairly and it can be done rationally. Our fight is for the process of which this is being done. You tell the security guard to come to HR for a meeting, and then you tell him his shift is over. And when he walk past with his package or with his bad news, he see that someone has already replaced him in that same minute. You know, the feelings of the workers has to be acknowledged in corporate Bahamas and also by the government, you know, because it's hurtful to just tear something away from someone unbeknown. And this is why the union has to be involved to make sure that the morale of the staff is protected and the spirit of the workers is protected. And we just want to make it clear that the union is not here fighting for some cause that is irrelevant to the Bahamian public, because like the president said, today us, tomorrow you. Because who knows the wide-scale plans that these people have for us as a people. Because you let the foreigners come into the nation and do what they please, disobey the laws of the Bahamas. The union paying members, they only put their trust in us because they say that we will represent them according to the law. But I'd just like to assure the members that we will never lead you down a path that will send you into destruction. It's no way our intent to start an uprising on the Grand Lacaille property. Our intent is to protect the rights and the morale and the spirit of the workers. We want to make that clear to the Bahamian public too. We are not here fighting just for the security. We are here fighting for security of the workers on the whole, because what is being done is irrational. And whenever you turn to officials for answers, there's none. The very people we elected to protect us, they neglected us in the time of need. And that in itself is damaging to every worker, not only at the Grand Lacaille. The fact that this had to happen, it damages the spirit of workers nationwide. And we need answers. We need answers, because if we could put you in the seat, you could have the decency to come and find out and not go by hearsay. Because as a government and even as Bahamians, we need to understand the urgency of matters. And some matters are not just hearsay matters. Some matters are come and see matters. Some matters are not email matters. Some matters are come and see matters. And this is why the union is here today, because this is not an email matter. This is a come and see matter. So we just appeal to the Bahamian public to stand with us as we fight for our soil and our dignity, because we are not working just to work for fun. We're working for a bottom line, just as the companies are working for a bottom line. The shareholders want to make money, we want to make money. Without the workers and the laborers, you have no company, you have no business. So we want a unified effort in solving this problem, and we intend to do it the most diplomatic way possible.